And welcome to one of the rarest cars in the world, Ferrari 575 Maranello. This is a 2004 model, and as you might have noticed by now, I'm controlling the car with my left hand. There's something for my left arm to do in here. There's 3 pedals. Naturally aspirated V12 with 3 pedals and an open gated shifter. They only made 246 of these. They made 2,056 Ferrari 575s, but they only made 246 manuals. And this, of course, is right-hand drive. So how many of these can there be out there? This is possibly one of the rarest Ferraris ever made, and it is the only manual in South Africa. And that is why I was very, very excited to drive it, and very excited to drive it under safe conditions here at the Killarney racetrack. I'd rather not sit in traffic with this thing, if I'm honest.
In my opinion, this is one of the most beautiful cars ever made. It's from a time when Ferraris were still elegant. After this, they became a bit in your face, a bit brash. This car just absolutely exudes class and stature. But what's not to like? A V12 front-engined manual rear-wheel drive Italian GT. And I was really hoping that the drive would live up to the looks.
So what's special about the 575 over the 550? Well, larger engine, 5.75 liters, almost on the dot. More power, 379 kilowatts, which translates to 508 horsepower. 588 Newton meters of torque, which is a lot, especially in a non-turbocharged car. 0 to 100, 4.2. A little bit slower, of course, if you had to change gears, because this car was mostly made with the F1 gearbox. And interestingly, if you have a 575 Maranello with the F1 gearbox, it is worth almost half what this car is worth with a manual. That's how much people are after this manual. Ferrari don't sell these anymore. They don't make them anymore. So if you want one, you have to go digging around on the used car market. If your dream is to hear metal on metal when you change gear. And that has always been a dream of mine, to drive an open H-gate Ferrari. And my dream is coming true, and it's wonderful. Oh, listen to that. Let's get on the power nice and gently. Gareth Crossley, who owns Crossley and Webb, where this car will be on auction soon, when he took me for a shakedown lap today, he said, it's quite easy to get the arse out on this thing. And I said, yeah, that is not on my to-do list today. I'm good. I'm okay with not doing that. So if you've always wanted one of these, the auction starts relatively soon on Crossley and Webb. Check out their website. It's really exciting to be part of a live auction. There's a countdown going there on the right. I've been part of one recently for a V8 BMW M5, the E39, and I lost it in the last minute. So don't let that happen to you. Get your bids in early. So let me tell you a bit more about this particular unit that I'm driving. The color is known as Grigio Titanio Metallic. I'm bringing out my best Italian accent for you here. It's got the Daytona seats. The interior color is Bordeaux. It's got the Fiorano handling package as well, and the modular wheels. So pretty much this is your dream spec on a Ferrari 575 Maranello. It doesn't get much better than this. I'm always quite stunned by how simple Ferraris are inside. There's not too much going on in here. I mean, all the knobs and dials and everything is not terribly fancy. But what it does have, which I'm particularly interested in, is sport mode. Little latch over there, on the center fascia, increases the throttle response a little bit. Let's see what that does. Definitely a bit more sensitive on the throttle. The way this car turns in, even for a GT car, is so sharp. And it feels so solid. Literally like it was made out of one giant piece of metal and just carved into a 575. This particular unit only has 35,000 Ks on the clock. Down the back straight at Kalani. Open her up a little bit. Fourth gear, foot flat. Long legs on this car. 160 Ks an hour. Just like to remind you that this car is for sale. So quite like to give it back in one piece. You're not going to see me hoon this thing today. In my opinion, this car is from just one of the best eras in modern motoring. Before cars got a little bit too complex, a little bit too electronic. You know, this is the era where naturally aspirated was still the flavor of the day. There's something very special about totally being in control of what the engine is doing. And let's be honest, you're not exactly going to daily a 575, are you? It's a weekend toy. It's something to go for a bit of a blast, bit of a run, breakfast run on the weekends. Of course you want a manual. Jeez, I don't know if I've ever really lusted after a Ferrari, but sure, this thing is ticking a lot of boxes for me. It's really sort of igniting that fizz that James May used to talk about, that inexplicable fizz. It's so wonderful. It's such a wonderful thing. I could wax lyrical all day about this car, just drive it around all day around this track, but we've got another car out here to film. Look out for our other film from today on the incredible Carrera RS 1973 Porsche. So I think I'm going to have to park this guy. I can definitely confirm that there is something particularly special about a manual Ferrari. And I think it is a massive pity that they don't make them anymore. I really do feel like I've just met the Pope. Did you know that we also sell really awesome car-themed merchandise? Check out our range of custom t-shirts and prints at our online store now. Simply click on the square box on your screen and we'll take you there, or the link is in the description below. Thanks for watching.